Hey, and welcome back to my channel after what feels like forever. So apologies for no video last week, but I came back from Edinburgh and got a horrific cold. It was awful, it felt awful. I actually left home, no, I left work early, that was it last week, because I was just done. But I can't complain too much because Gavin ended up being hospitalised twice because of glandular fever, so as much as my cold sucked, I can't complain. I'm hoping that I won't have to edit this thing like crazy because I'm still coughing really badly, so I'm kind of hoping that my throat will play ball for once. So I want to try and do this video as quick as I can because A, I'm actually really hungry. I'm just so hungry. I'm not going to think about this food. And there was another reason why I wanted to do this video quite quickly. Oh yeah, I don't trust my battery. I think it's going to crap out on me, so there's that too. So in today's video, I want to do my very, very long awaited books I got for my birthday haul, which was, I'm not even kidding, a month ago. It was one of these things just slowly just get pushed back and back and back because I had other videos to do, and then before you know it I was in Edinburgh and then I couldn't film last week, so yeah, it was meant to be last week, so I'm sorry. So the first two books I can't show you because God bless my friend, they were books I already owned and I felt so bad because you could see the pride on her face. She was like, these are really good choice for you, and they were. She got me the Disney Twisted Tale series. So she got me the first one, which is the Aladdin one, and she got me the most recent one, Reflection, the Mulan one, which I literally only just read last month. So I felt so bad, and she even said, she was like, oh, if you have them, she was like, just say and I'll return them. I opened them and I was like, you are so right, this is such a me book, but I've already read them. And my friend was sat next to me going, did I buy you that? And I was like, shh. So bless her, yeah. So who knows what I will get in instead. So the first book I'm going to show you is from Alice, and it is The Familiars. So this is a book by Stacey Halls. Literally, this is so new. I think this came out actually in February. So when I went to look it up, I couldn't really find much about it, but it was literally that new. I'm so in love with the cover. You've got the creepy noose, which is all really shiny, and it's all just textured and really pretty, and I need to put my tea down. And even just the inside, oh my, it's books like this that I love, the detailing. It's so pretty. Oh, look at that, even look at the spine. So I'll read you the blurb if my throat will literally let me do this. Lancashire, 1912, 1612, Fleetwood Shuttleworth that's a name. Fleetwood Shuttleworth is 17 years old, married and pregnant for the 4th time, but as mistress of Gawthorpe Hall, she has no living child, and her husband Richard is anxious for an heir. When Fleetwood finds a letter she isn't supposed to read from the doctor who delivered her 3rd stillbirth, she is dealt with a crushing blow that she will not survive another pregnancy. When she crosses paths by chance with Alice Gray, a young midwife, Alice promises to help her give birth to a healthy baby and to prove the physician wrong. As Alice is drawn into the witchcraft accusations that are sweeping the northwest, Fleetwood risks everything to try and help her, but is there more to Alice than meets the eye? Soon the two women's lives will become inextricably bound together as the legendary Pendle witch trials approach. The Fleetwood stomach continues to grow. Time is running out and both their lives are at the stake. Only they know the truth, only they can save each other. I'm pretty sure this is a standalone, which makes me very happy. So next, I have this massive stack to get through. So these were, I want my tea back. These were all from Gavin. I'm not even kidding, I was opening all my presents from him, which you may have seen in my birthday vlog, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? So the first is a box set. I say box, I guess you still call it a box set, right? And it is Coraline, Unfortunately the Milk, and Neil Gaiman, oh my god, and Coraline by Neil Gaiman and wonderfully illustrated by Chris Riddle. He got me these because A, he knows I love Neil Gaiman, and also I'm slightly obsessed with Chris Riddle. Whenever they team up, I get so excited. So I have already read Coraline and the Graveyard Book, but I haven't read Unfortunately the Milk. However, I do love this box set for the fact of if I ever want to lend people Coraline and the Graveyard Book, I can give them these copies and not my precious, precious hardback. The next book is The Wicked Deep, which I'm so excited to get hold of and read. It's actually smaller than I thought, and again, yay, finding myself a standalone. The next book is The Six of Crows. Yes, I'm finally reading this by Lee Bardugo. I mean, I absolutely love her Grisha series that she did. I absolutely loved it. I just wasn't that fussed about reading Six of Crows. I honestly don't know why. Alice has been nagging at me to read this for ages. I finally will. I will have space for myself for the second and the final one, and obviously she's got her new series which is coming. So yeah, I wasn't like massively fussed about reading this, but like I probably would have gotten around to it eventually. Oh my god, I'm so in love. I gotta put the tea down for this next book. I'm not even kidding. So I added these books to my wish list probably like 2 days before my birthday or something, like really soon afterwards. Like words can't describe how beautiful just this book alone is. So as you can probably see, it is Sleeping Beauty. So it is basically the film As We Know and Love It, but not only is it the film As We Know and Love It, it is a beautiful book with an amazing detailed cover. However, this story also includes original concept story art, which I am so stoked about. I'm now like finding random pages, so it's got like the cells that they drew, it's got original concept art. Oh my god, I keep going really nasal so I can't breathe. And then so yeah, you've got like original there of her dancing in the woods and the prince lurking, and then you've got like what it actually turned out to be like in the film. I probably did cry when he gave me all of this because I couldn't breathe. I was so happy. Like, look at the pastel. Ah! So there is a few of them in this animated classic series. So there's Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, Dumbo, The Little Mermaid, and potentially The Jungle Book. I think there's one more that I'm not remembering. And because, like, you know when you see something you think, can I really justify owning, like, why do I need to own this really pretty version of Sleeping Beauty that is literally Sleeping Beauty from the film? And then I clicked on it and I was like, oh my god. So those are the books that were gifted to me. So I may or may not have got a little bit carried away on my actual birthday. We had lunch with my mum and dad, and then we sort of went shopping. Well, I don't actually think we went shopping. Dad needed to go to Savers, so we just had a look at places. And I thought, let's pop in a Waterstones. Worst idea ever. I'd actually been in there like the week before looking at the buy one get one at half prices. So I initially bought 2 books, couldn't decide between 3 that I wanted. Then as I went to leave, I saw another book and was like, oh, it's another buy one get one half price then. So my first book, Enchanté. I'm very excited about this, and I don't know why, because like the location kind of isn't like the type of book I would read, which is like the French Revolution, I do believe. But there is a big but. It reminds me, I'm getting vibes of The Night Circus, and if you've never read that book, you really have to. Let me fill you in. Paris in 1789 is a city filled with beggars, thieves, revolutionaries and magicians. 17-year-old orphan Camille has to provide for her frail sister and volatile brother. They survive by using the petty magic she learnt from their mother, transforming scrap metal into coins. But when things take a turn for the worse, Camille must pursue a more dangerous mark. The glittering court of Louis the, oh lord, XV1, whatever that is, and Marie Antoinette of Versailles. Using magic, Camille transforms herself into the glamorous baroness, but as she's swept up in the dizzying world of riches and finery, suitors and revolutionaries, Camille soon discovers that she's not the only one leading a double life. So I had hoped, and when I picked this up, I had really hoped it was, I can't breathe, sorry. I really hoped that it was a standalone, but it's not, it's a series, because that is what my life is. You hope for a standalone, you get a series. I can't remember if it's a duology, trilogy, or more, but it sounds fun. I'm kind of getting the Night Circus vibes, but more historical. The next book, Warstorm by Victoria Aveyard. This is the final book in her series of The Red Queen. This is one of these books I've always meant to read, and because I knew it was a short series, I was like, oh, okay, I won't do what I've done with like Throne of Glass, I'll read them. And I just kept, it's not like I forgot it existed, because her like presence was very heavily there on my Instagram feed. I just am rubbish, is kind of where this is going. And so it's constantly being pushed back and back and back. So now that I have the last one, I am definitely going to read these next year. I just kept forgetting to read them. I am really looking forward to reading these. Like, ever since I got the first one, I was like, yes. And I think I thought it was a trilogy to begin with, but it's not. And why is that one red when mine's not? The next book I got, The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve. Oh, hello. No, Tuckle? No, I can't, I'm sorry. So this is a book that I have kept being drawn back to constantly, but never realising it because it had different covers. I kept seeing this in a different cover. I think it had like a wolf on it or something. And I originally read up on that version and kind of thought, maybe, I'm not sure. Then saw this version and went, oh, that looks pretty, let's have a look at that. And again, wasn't sure. And then, I don't know, it was there, I was in Waterstones, it was on buy one get one half price, and you know what, I just thought, actually, because it's not often that I will just buy a book. Like, the next book will prove that. I like to research and read lots of reviews and see what's going on Instagram, and yeah, I just can't buy it off my own back if I'm not sure. This is the story of mercies and witches, of reeds and thorns, of women and giants. Frey, I'm gonna say no, not Olive, there's no L. Ovie, oh yeah, like ovary. Ovie, Juniper and Runa are boneless mercies. Death traders hired to kill quickly, quietly and mercifully. It is a job for women and women only. Men will not do this sad, dark work. Frey has no family, no home, no fortune, and yet her blood sings a song of glory. So when she hears of a monster slaughtering men, women and children in the north, Jaldum, okay, it's like Kingdom at Jaldum. She decides that this is the Mercy's one chance to change their fate, but glory comes at a price. This, I am 99% sure, is a standalone. I really hope it's a standalone. I'm dying to find more standalones. But I'm picking up some of these books and thinking, these are quite small actually. You know, when you think of something, just I assume now books are just very, very hefty. It will take me most of my life to get through. So the final book, and this was the book that got me that second buy one get one half price, A Pinch of Magic. I mean, I won't lie, I saw the cover and just kind of like fell head first. By Michelle Harrison. So from what I have been gathering, she definitely writes more for younger readers, more children, but she has written some older books. This I think is still classed in the children kind of thing, but I don't care because look at it. And also there's the story in itself. And I read The Girl of Ink and Stars by, oh god, it's like a double-barreled name of like Killian Hargreaves or Harwood or something, and my brain can't figure this out anymore. That was like a more of a story that was aimed at children, and that was phenomenal. Three sisters trapped by an ancient curse, three magical objects with the power to change their fate. Will they be enough to break the curse, or will they lead the sisters even deeper into danger? I unfortunately think this is another series. What is wrong with me? Why can't I pick a book that's not a series? But even if it is a children's book, it's quite like a hefty book. It's like, yeah, it's under 350 pages long, so you know. It's got to be a child who's willing to read. But I don't know, there was just something about this book that just completely just drew me to it. And again, I think it was like quite new. I'm pretty sure it was on the newness table. So I was like, hello, shiny. And so that's how I ended up buying 4 books. I am so happy with my haul. Like, I love it. It's not very often that I get such a haul at, like, I never do Christmas and birthdays. Mum's always like, give me a wish list for books, and I never get anything. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, Gavin literally made up most of that haul. Like, he basically created this haul, and then I just went nuts because I couldn't, like, I had no self-control. So I still have 2 Waterstones gift cards. Yeah, I used my own money to buy these. I still have 2 Waterstones gift cards to use, which I think comes to £20, and then I have a £10 loyalty voucher, so I've got £30 to spend, or it's the other way round, and I've got £20. I've got £30 in vouchers, and then I really hope I have £40 worth of vouchers. Oh my god. So at some point, do expect another video where I go crazy in Waterstones. I have already started in my mind ticking off books that I want to buy. I'm quite excited. So let me know what you think on my haul, like, especially with like the newer ones like A Pinch of Magic and the Familiars. Like, have you sort of heard or seen anything about them? Because literally, when I was trying to find stuff on the Familiars, I was like, this is weird, I can't really find stuff, and I discovered it is literally brand spanking new, like, to the point it didn't even exist on BookLikes. It is like crazy new, so I was just like, oh, exciting. That like never happens to me, that I ever get a book that is actually like new, and then yeah, normally I buy it like a year later. I always want to hear from you, so comment below with your thoughts, especially on books that I really should have read by now, like The Six of Crows. I mean, I'm getting there. It's like it's happening. I just need a little bit of prodding, apparently, is all. Yeah, it's just what I need. As always, smash that like button, show me your thumbs and your love. Your support means the world to me. And if you're new, hello. If you're new, hello, join the family. If I just realised, if I edit it out, that little Blair moment, it's going to seem like I'm laughing like a lunatic. Yeah, subscribe. Have lots of fun. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I want food. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. I will see you next week. Bye.